Hello everyone and welcome back guys to round 6 of my F1 2017, F1 2017, F1 2005 mod career mode, where today we're here at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. And if you did miss out on the last one, I would highly recommend going back and checking it out. It was a memorable Monaco Grand Prix, I think we can safely say. But coming in to this European Grand Prix, I'm sort of calling it that obviously. Baku technically now known as the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, but I wanted obviously to have a European Grand Prix this season. I was also interested to see how Baku would really handle with these F1 2005 cars. But qualifying didn't exactly run the best for me. We found ourselves a little bit further down the order than I would have liked. Actually quite a mixed up little grid coming into this Grand Prix. Ferrari seemed to have very good pace up against McLaren. But moving on into this race then, it is 5 lights here in Baku on the grid, and it's lights out, and away we go. They're getting off to a very good start. They're going to move past 3-4 cars on the way down towards turn 1. Then we're going to look down the inside of Heidfeld and Button there. So we went from P16 all the way up to P10 there. Off the launch, we're going to have a look down the inside of Schumacher there, up into P10, up the inside of Jarno Trulli as well there. I think a little bit better of that as we've gone crazy enough through that first corner there. But what a launch to that Grand Prix there. Fantastic start from myself. Don't really know what happened there. We sort of just got the traction. The traction control almost didn't really kick in, but we got perfect power off the launch, off the start there. So certainly very happy about that. But Jarno Trulli and Giancarlo Fisichella going side by side. We think better of that as they're still going 2 by 2. Going to run each other wide. Fisichella gives in the room on the exit, and there's going to be another 2 places made up there, right around the outside of the pair of them we go. They're just going to hook it right up around the outside of Jarno Trulli there. And a fantastic start to that Grand Prix from P16 all the way up to P8 on the opening lap of this Grand Prix there. Kimi Räikkönen still leads the way from pole there. He's just so consistent, obviously. I'm going to leave spoilers from last week out there, but obviously, unfortunately for him, retirement from a dominant lead at the Monaco Grand Prix, 20 seconds ahead of the rest of the field there. So I'm certainly, well, he's certainly going to be focusing on making sure that he brings back some points, as I think now he's actually 2 points behind his teammate Juan Pablo Montoya after that retirement there. But straight line speed seemed to be a real issue in this Red Bull. Obviously, we saw Monaco really, the car was an absolute wonder to drive. And unfortunately, here at Baku, obviously a very different circuit. Although both street circuits, they're very different in their nature. And unfortunately, well, Ralf Schumacher able to fly back past me there up into the points. We think about going down the inside, but just brake a little bit earlier than the Toyota there, just in front of us there, which unfortunately means we drop back down to P9 in this Grand Prix. Obviously, the aim is really just to be able to score consistent points in this season. We're really in a big title fight, for about P3, I'd say, best of the rest. The McLarens are probably just that little bit too quick for everyone else to really be able to, manage to stay close to them there. So we'll have to wait and see about that one there. But yeah, coming on to the end of lap 4 though, and we're still behind Ralf Schumacher, sorry, there, and obviously you can just see he is pulling away from me lap by lap at this stage of the day there, which is really not what we want. But Felipe Massa out of the Grand Prix there, and the VSC has come out at an absolutely perfect time for myself. We're going to dive into the pit lane though, but Jarno Trulli, well, he does a Sebastian Vettel from a couple of years back at the Chinese Grand Prix. There jumps me in the pit lane there. Fantastic call by him. We were just a little bit too cautious coming down into the pit lane there, but quite surprising to see the AI go for something like that. Fortunately, a few of the other drivers had already made their pit stop here, so it wasn't like, it was going to be everyone that was down the back of the field there was going to be able to capitalise on absolutely everyone there. But still, we're actually not many drivers did opt to dive into the pit lane on the end of that lap there. You can see on the minimap there is a huge clump of about 10, maybe even 11 cars at this stage of the Grand Prix here. So we could potentially, obviously, be able to jump a huge amount of those. If some of the top guys get caught up in the traffic here, this could work out absolutely fantastically for people like myself and Jarno Trulli here. But obviously, we've still got 8 laps to go of this Azerbaijan Grand Prix here, and it obviously certainly is not over just yet. The VSC is now ending. A little bit of a bug there. We weren't actually getting any delta there, so we were sort of just pushing the car. Obviously, if we did get a warning, then we could try and flash back. But apart from that, yeah, we're back up to racing speed now in this European Grand Prix here, and we have now got a fantastic opportunity to really sort of jump quite a few cars that obviously have not made their pit stops just yet in this Grand Prix. All in the slipstream of Jarno, though, with the DRS as well. Obviously, doesn't actually make any difference in this car. Not actually too sure. I think it doesn't. Yeah, down the inside, in towards T1 there, doing 215 miles an hour here. But just look at this huge train of cars just ahead of me here. It's like NASCAR 2x2 as we come through in towards turn 2. They're going to get much better traction than Mark Webber and Takuma Sato. They're down round the inside of the pair of them here. 3 wide. There's been a huge amount of contact there. Into the wall we go of this Azerbaijan Grand Prix there. And unfortunately, we are out of the Grand Prix there. That just happened so fast. We're certainly going to get a replay of that one there. What did happen here? We get much better traction than Mark Webber and Takuma Sato here, and down the next straight we just all get squeezed through that little kink there. Really unfortunate. It wasn't even the first piece of contact with the wall. It was when the car obviously straightened back up at a complete 90-degree angle. I could not get the car stopped anywhere near in time there. You could just see, you know, I think that's, is that Mark Webber? I think they're just getting squeezed between the pair of us. And honestly, from that angle, it looks like Takuma Sato really just did not give two car widths of room on the inside there. We'll have to see if we can try and get a view of that from his POV there. But unfortunately for me, rather frustratingly, we were the only one that seemed to get affected by that whatsoever. But yeah, we're up towards the wall there, and obviously through the little bit of the kink, it seems that the Honda just really does not give room for two cars down the inside. I'm not too sure if it's just trying to squeeze Webber, or if he's even if, you know, he didn't even realise I was there on the inside. But unfortunately for me, they both get out of that completely free there, and that was so frustrating as well. You know, Takuma Sato, obviously I really did feel it was his fault there. He certainly did not give two car widths on the inside there. Obviously 3 wide around a street track never really works out too well. But unfortunately, that is us out of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix there. Really not what we needed from that Grand Prix. It was actually looking like we were going to be able to score good, solid points. You know, P5, P6 maybe in that Grand Prix, obviously, if we didn't make mistakes there. But obviously, we saw a crazy Azerbaijan Grand Prix last year. Obviously, the Azerbaijan Grand Prix is actually coming up very soon in Formula 1 there. And obviously, hopefully, you know, we don't see a huge 3-car pile-up like that in the real-life Grand Prix there. But unfortunately for me, that is us out of this European Grand Prix there. Kimi Räikkönen comes through, obviously, after the disappointment at Monaco last week, comes back with a dominant race victory there. Here and Azerbaijan just proving, you know, he is certainly one to watch in this title challenge. You know, him and Montoya are probably going to be brawling out between the pair of them throughout the rest of this season. But certainly I know a few other drivers that'll want to put pay to that there. I think that's, yeah, Kimi Räikkönen and Joan Pablo Montoya, and I think Fernando Alonso there, rounding out the podium there. So congrats obviously to those guys on a very good result in that Grand Prix. Obviously very well done by the lot of them there, and obviously they'll certainly take home those points there. You know, really, you know, these three are probably 3 of the main championship protagonists. Obviously, if you can count Fernando in that battle right at the very front, but McLaren obviously are just absolutely running away with the constructors. Obviously, we've taken 2 race victories this season, but McLaren have taken 4 there. But yeah, as you can see, Kimi Räikkönen did take home that race victory ahead of Montoya and Alonso. As I said, Ferrari, they seemed really strong in qualifying there, but unfortunately just didn't get the strategy right in the Grand Prix there. Schumacher dropped from his first front row start of the season down to P4, just missed out on a podium there. But I think that is still his best result of the season, with Rubens Barrichello down in P5. Jarno Trulli, P6. Takuma Sato, obviously after that huge amount of contact, was able to take home his first points of the season as well, which I think stung even more at the end of the day, with Ralf Schumacher rounding out the points. Having a look though at the Drivers' Championship, you can see Räikkönen and Montoya tied on points now, 39 each in this championship. Fernando Alonso on 27 now, over a race victory behind the pair of them. Rubens Barrichello 2 behind him, tied with Giancarlo Fisichella, so ties all up and down the field there. Myself, David Coulthard, still holding on to P6 at the moment, and you can see Jarno Trulli just behind me. We've got a 5-car little group for that P3 overall, best of the rest behind the McLarens there. Michael Schumacher, obviously, as I said, his best result of the season, takes his tally up to 16 points. I've been in no man's land ahead of his brother, but behind Jarno Trulli, so Ralph is on 7. Webber is on 5. Jenson Button, Christian Klein tied with 1/7 place each there, and Takuma Sato, Nick Heidfeld rounding out the points. But McLaren have now got a 26-point lead over Renault in the constructors' standing. Sorry, Ferrari starting to pick up the pace a bit, up into P3 ahead of Toyota and myself, Red Bull there. So it looks like we could have P3 in the drivers and potentially fight for P4 in the constructors' standings. They're way clear of Williams and Honda, Jordan, Minardi and Sauber yet to score. But thank you all so much for watching this video. Obviously very frustrating that we didn't obviously get the result we really wanted. You know, the support on this series so far has been absolutely incredible, so I can't thank you guys enough for that. Do not forget to like, subscribe if you're new around here. We're getting very close actually to 3,700 subscribers. But thank you all, as I said, so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time at the Canadian Grand Prix.